And so the Didache and this text from the Dead Sea Scrolls both open identically. They say, there are two ways one can choose, the way of life or the way of death. And there is a great difference between these two ways. And now we see Jesus teaching this Essene philosophy in the New Testament, where he says, narrow is the way that leads to life, and there are few who find it. But wide is the road that leads to death, and there are many who find it. Therefore, I tell you, strive to enter through the narrow way that leads to life. So we have the way of life and the way of death right there in the mouth of Jesus, even in the Gospels, which is one of probably multiple dozen direct connections between Jesus and the Essenes. And so this is the kind of Christianity that we've forgotten, that the original form of Christianity that the Essene followers of Jesus, the Nazarenes, were teaching was the two-way philosophy. And they called themselves the followers of the way, which is even in the book of Acts. This is what the first disciples of Jesus called themselves, followers of the way. And the way of what? The way of life, right? So that's why we call our podcast The Jesus Way, because we believe Jesus did not come teaching blood atonement and blood ritual sacrifice and all this crap. This is a Hellenized Greco-Roman mystery religion that Paul invented long after Jesus and just became more and more distorted with time. When you go back to the historical attestations of Jesus, it's all the same message. It's a very Jewish, Semitic type of message, Essenian type of message. The two ways you've got to choose. And every moment of your life, you actually are choosing between the way of life and the way of death. Any decision you make that is in the direction of love and truth and oneness is a choice for life. And any choice you make that is based in separation, judgment, etc., fear, is a choice for death. And so the Essenes were living this way and teaching this, that we've got to become aware spiritually of what we are choosing with our thoughts, with our actions. There's only these two options in the third density realm. You choose truth or you choose illusion. And even A Course in Miracles says this. It says there's only two choices, love or fear. And really love is the only true choice. But in the realm of duality, we're all given this option of, look, you can choose of your own free will. If you don't want to choose love, you don't have to. It's your free will choice. But what we don't get, Gary, is the freedom to avoid the consequences of our choices. The consequences come prepackaged with the choice, right?
Yeah, prepackaged. Yep, served just for you, just for your karma.
Yep, it's karma.